Comte de Rajam, it was time. Lord Cornwall, at 2 o'clock in the afternoon of October 19th, 1781, it was time. Lord Cornwallis sent a message. He was ill and could not attend mounted on their horses. French soldiers made a wide circle on the field. A column of 8,000 British soldiers appeared on Hampton Road, marching in new red uniforms. They had not worn these in battle, and they would not give them up after the war. They marched past 14,000 troops, the French in white rows in their handsome white uniforms, a line of white French flags fluttering in the wind, and the Americans. The Americans noticed that the British would look only at the French, not them. One by one, the defeated soldiers approached the center of the field. Some men, sobbing in anger, they piled their rifles and muskets in the center of the field. The mound of weapons grew as the defeated soldiers circled and left the field. Brigadier General Charles O'Hara replaced General Cornwallis at the symbolic exchange of the sword. He rode forward on his horse, ready to hand his weapon to the French Comte de Rochambeau. Rochambeau refused it. The Americans had won the war. The British could not surrender to the French. We are subordinates to the Americans, Rochambeau told O'Hara. General Washington will give you your orders. O'Hara turned toward the victorious American general. Washington, too, refused the sword. O'Hara could not present it to the commanding general. He must offer it to an officer of a rank equal to his own. General Benjamin Lincoln extended his hand to accept the British sword. He tapped it in acceptance of surrender. On the field, British drums beat sadly as the fifes played a mournful tune. The world turned upside down. Soldiers of 4 nations left the field as the fifes faded into silence.
You know, I'm sitting there trying to